What's up, everybody? It's your boy Therese Balboa.
And it's your girl, Lou Sandara. Make sure to write that on your pen and paper.
And you're tuned into Two Villains, One Show podcast.
Fuck with a real bitch, sit back with a fake bitch.
You see the energy that we just got? It's good that we're in a better mood than we were.
You know.
Last week,
she was out of here. I was definitely ready to meet my maker. I was ready to meet my maker and have tea with Hannah Baker.
No, literally. So you know, guys, we always start with mental health because mental health is very important. So mentally, sister, how are you?
Mentally, I'm gonna take a mental break from like all the projects and just the job applications. First of all, a hurricane's gonna hit this week, bitch. Who the fuck was gonna hire me this week, anyways?
Okay.
And then, you remember when you kind of had to take a break from photography for a second before you just, because it's like, you know, when you're kind of falling out of love with something, and it's like if you keep pushing yourself, you'll just kind of not want to do it ever again. So right now I'm just gonna give myself like a week off from trying to like overwork my brain cells, because it's getting to the point where I just don't want to do. And bitch, you know how I am, girl. There's only two modes. She's depressed, locked down, suicidal, or she's a CEO. So if I don't take a mental break, it's gonna be a nervous break. So
I get you, for sure.
Because bitch, when I was pacing from the kitchen to my room, from the room to the kitchen to the bedroom, and my mom was like, "What do you want to do? Do you want to eat? What do you want to do?" I was like, "I don't know." She was like, "Girl, I know I'm going crazy."
I was screaming. Well, mentally, I'm good.
That's good.
At peace. Life is really great.
Yeah, she's in her new space.
And you already know, I'm chilling. Like, life is really great. So I did want to get into these topics. We got to talk about the Baddies reunion. Pacing was good.
The pacing was on point.
We only got 10 minutes of like the backstage.
When I tell you, I was gagged. Like literally 10 minutes in, I started seeing the set design. I said, "Whoa." I was actually like, wait a minute, bitch. I was getting, okay, girl. I didn't know what was saying.
Yeah, the pacing was really good. I feel like this reunion, it wasn't like, you know how the episodes was like a whole lot of nothing going on?
Yes.
I don't feel like that was this. I feel like it was a lot happened in the first part, but it was like, okay, we're getting stuff done. We're getting to the point. Like, we got to the Bianca and Mariah thing. Okay, next. We got to the Tommy and Ella thing. Okay, next.
Yes.
Then we got, we finished off with the whole meatball situation. The only thing I didn't really like was meatball fighting. I mean, I don't know. When they be arguing on Twitter and stuff, I just feel like, okay, girl, I just feel like she should have fought Tinka.
You talking about
the slim thing and Jada, like, girl, y'all, if y'all really had an issue, y'all should did it in the house. We don't even, because there's no storyline, there's no premise there
to it.
So I don't really care for those fights. It's just like, oh, bitches that really didn't like each other but didn't speak on it for real.
Hell, let's really wake it up.
And I thought Meatball was Jayla's little sister. What happened to that?
That's what I'm trying to figure out. Jayla, so Meatball cannot maintain a sistership. Because Jayla was her big sister, she's fighting Jayla. Tinka was her big sister, she's fighting Tinka. So Meatball, maybe you need more brothers. You don't need no more sisters.
No, literally.
Okay. And when it came to Bianca and Mariah,
I'm so happy Mariah got her ass.
So happy Mariah got her ass. So I'm so happy that Bianca and Sapphire were basically able to see that, yeah, this white bitch played us. This white bitch played the book. Because when those text messages were on the screen and Sapphire was asking the $1 million question, so why would me and you be getting into it? Because you're telling Bianca one thing, but then you're telling me the other thing, which is what Jayla had clocked at the beginning. Everybody was clocking that with Mariah at the beginning of the motherfucking season. Everybody was saying, okay, well, Mariah, if Bianca's your friend and you brought her on the show, how did you not know that she was gonna run up on Sapphire for you? That doesn't even make any sense. And now look, bitch, your eyebrow is busted open, your wig is snatched, and your contract is redacted.
And then Tommy was drunk as fuck.
Drunk as hell.
Well, I'm glad her and Natalie made up.
Put that beef to rest, bitch. You know they're best friends at the end of the day, bitch. They
I'm glad that.
so dearly.
You think Tommy's not gonna be on the next season, right?
No, Tommy is
Oh, she is like a special guest.
Yeah, she's a special guest.
That makes sense. I am a special guest to your performances. I am a special guest to your performances.
Tommy will forever be a special guest.
Yeah,
but I do want to see like Natalie, like the way Natalie and Tommy were like the two heads of the show on Baddies West. I would like to see that type of energy once again. Like I think it would be cute if we could kind of get some of the energy next season, even though Tommy's only gonna be on for a couple of episodes.
Well, she might end up staying, she's very unorganized. So they might stay special guest, and then she might just end up.
Because I would love to see Tommy and Natalie like both run the house together, kind of both be the heads. Because I feel like with two people, maybe it will be not so biased. Okay. But Tommy cannot put the bottle down for more than 5 seconds to make a coherent decision. So.
Right. Okay. Well, you did put a topic on the screen, which is crazy because usually you don't put no topics on the channel. You wanted to talk about Diddy again.
Yes, I did want to talk about Diddy.
I don't know why.
I do remember that you said, and I quote, that there were no victims, and that these people that were going to the hold on. Because I'm only saying what you said.
You got 1 minute and 58 seconds.
Okay, well let me, because I have 1 minute and 58 seconds, let me read what the lawyer and the attorney said. This individual who was traumatized by Diddy was 9 years old at the time and was taken to an audition, not a Diddy party, in New York City with Bad Boy Records. Other boys were there to audition as well. All of the kids were seeking TV or music careers with the promise of I'll make you a star. This 9-year-old individual was SA'd by Sean Combs and several other people at the studio with the promise to both his parents to get him a record deal. There was also a 15-year-old woman who was flown to New York City and was drugged and taken advantage of. So I am here to say that when people say, oh, we don't talk about Dan Schneider, we don't talk about Harvey Weinstein, why are we coming together to pounce on our own people? If we do not hold black men accountable for the cancer and the things that they do in this community, the black community will never be able to progress. Not only did Diddy traumatize black women, he traumatized black children. There are thousands of victims. And Diddy, I hope you rot in the cell that you have made for yourself. You should be ashamed of your back alley bottom behavior. Think about that next time you want to bring up a Dan Schneider.
Okay, so I don't know how much to say because I'm not going to go back and forth. I already stated my opinion, and honestly, all you did was prove me right. Last week, I literally said y'all put so much energy into tearing a black man down, but y'all do not put the same energy when it comes to white men. And what you did was you took the time out to find more evidence to put down a black person, but yet you have not said one new fact about Danny Schneider, which just proves my point. At the end of the day, I'm not saying what Diddy did was correct, but what I'm saying is y'all need to put that same energy into people in general, not just black. But we're not going to go back and forth. We can continue to the next conversation that you also put on the list was DDG and Halle.
Yes.
They broke up. They announced their breakup.
That's what happens when you fall in love with a man. You only had one job, you stupid bitch. You were supposed to be the Little Mermaid, but you decided that you wanted to be a dumbass because clearly you and Chloe have been homeschooled, so you fell in love with your first love. I don't know what. But unfortunately, you allowed him to ejaculate inside of you, and now you have to deal with this cornball for the rest of your life. It was her brother's birthday when that bastard DDG decided he wanted to announce the breakup. And then he said somewhere in the statement that Halle was holding him back from having a career or something like that when he was actually doing things to affect her career. But that's what happens when you fall in love with a man. Until you dumb bitches click in y'all motherfucking head and realize that these niggas don't want the best for you, you will always look like a fucking fool. Stupid hoe. I don't feel sorry for Halle. Because that's what happens when you fall in love with a man. You will never win when you fall in love with a man. Stop doing that dumbass shit, bitch.
I'm going to say there's two things. One, I do believe in relationships, y'all, women do have to you have to be with someone that really truly loves you for you and not love you for their benefit. And when I say that, I mean like when a person loves you, they want you to win outside of them. They want you to win when it doesn't benefit them at all. A lot of people want you to prosper when it benefits them. So when if he said something like, "Oh well, she was holding back from my career,"
she was the backbone of like the promotion of your career.
You just have to really realize some people don't want you to win outside of them, like, and that's where a lot of like jealousy and envy comes through in a relationship, because it's like, why, like if Halle career was booming and he was upset, I'm not saying this because I don't know, but if he was upset about it, that's someone that is upset because he's not part of that happiness, if that makes sense. He's not part of that growth. Some people want you to prosper if they're involved,
right?
Like, if that makes sense. But if you're prospering outside of them, it's just like they're upset about it. Which that's someone that truly doesn't love you. They love the idea of you being with them.
He made a song called Famous, and he mentioned in the song that like when Halle was doing promotion for that, he was jealous about that. Mm-hmm. And I think that was around the time that she was knocked out. You see how?
So like it that's what it is. And then too, another thing I want to say is what I do want people to realize is when you are in a relationship and then you guys have a baby, the relationship no longer is about y'all. It becomes about the baby. You have to stay a particular pace because of the baby. You have to work certain hours because of the baby. You can't go on vacation because of the baby. You can't go out because of the baby. Like, the relationship turns into all about the baby. So sometimes I feel like sometimes you forget to date the person that you're with because everything is so about the child. And I think two things happen during that stage. You start to disconnect from your partner, mm-hmm. and during that disconnection, you might be like, I don't really like this person.
Yeah.
You know, because you start to see a different side of them.
Because
they could be an amazing boyfriend, but a terrible father. Okay. You could be an amazing girlfriend, but a terrible mother.
Exactly.
You know, like those characteristics and those qualities come out when you have a child with someone, mm-hmm. and just like, But that's why y'all actually need to actually date someone before y'all have a child. Well, we talked about this before, even when we talked about Cam Newton. Having a child, putting a child on earth is nothing to them, but they don't want to get married. Like, y'all treat having a kid as like y'all making a sandwich. Like, it's just really not that deep. Really like the time, like a man will literally have 10 baby mamas, but will not marry a bitch.
Okay.
You are okay with bringing kids on this world with someone, but you don't want to marry someone. It's like, I don't know.
It's not making any sense.
That's heterosexual problem. We don't have to worry with that. I did want to get into 2C versus Asian Doll, which is something that
very random.
And this is also about when it comes to men being jealous, because this is my thing. I don't understand why 2C went on a rant, upset that women are becoming famous just by simply dating a rapper or dating someone. Like, oh, back in the day, it was harder for you, but you were famous back in the day.
And then
so I don't understand why you are upset.
You're acting as if you're that talented. Like, I'm not saying he's not talented, but let's not act like you are Michael Jackson. Let's not act like you are the R&B male singer of our generation.
And then he's talking about his baby mama. Like, someone was like, so you're basically bashing your baby mama. He was like, I'm not. But that's the same story. You're literally saying you have an issue with women that are just becoming famous simply because of they're dating someone, and your baby mama has all this attention because she dates you. So but that's why I be saying that. I'm not saying 2C is gay, but what I'm saying is men do hate women. Yeah. And I keep telling y'all this, and y'all really don't want to listen because I feel like y'all thinking I'm just saying all men are gay. I'm not saying all men are gay, but what I'm saying is men hate women.
Misogyny is not synonymous with homosexuality, and that's what a lot of y'all fail to
realize. What y'all realize.
He can still be a misogynist who hates women internally, but not want to be with a man. Mm-hmm. That's not.
They're attracted to y'all, but they don't like y'all, and that's why they do y'all the way they do. That's why they fuck your sister. That's why they cheat on you with your best friend. That's why they have a baby on you. That's why they beat your ass. That's why they use your car to drive around and fuck it up. That's why they take your tax money and say they're gonna flip it but never do. That's why they get things in your name and fuck it up because they really don't like y'all.
Can you imagine being that dude?
And it's just like y'all really don't be getting it. Like you, and it's like I don't understand how y'all don't be seeing the signs that because all men are not like this, but the men who are, it is very obvious. Now, what I don't like about this situation is I don't know how Asian Doll tried to bring up him being gay as like a diss. Because this is my issue with it. Why every time y'all get into it with somebody, y'all use being gay in a negative term? Oh, this nigga gay anyway. So basically you're saying that you feel like being gay is wrong, or you feel like being gay is negative, or it's like almost calling someone ugly. And it's very backhanded. I'm not ignoring it. Bitches like you, I don't like. Because y'all always do that shit. And I made a TikTok about how why is every time somebody being gay it's like tea, like why is a man's sexuality y'all motherfucking business? And the first thing this girl said was, why are you promoting men to stay to yell? I never said that. I never said I'm promoting men to be yell, but what I'm saying is y'all are always worried about, this is the thing. The only reason why y'all are upset or y'all call these men gay and stuff because y'all want to fuck them and y'all upset that they're gay. Because y'all, the ones that do y'all hair, do y'all makeup, y'all don't care if they're gay or not. But a man that you find attractive, you're upset that he's gay because women are just naturally jealous as fuck. So that's just what it really be. So H&R, you're really weird for that because
it gives like homophobia light. It gives a very underlying
not that much, but it's a little bit.
It's a very underlying current of homophobia because
your makeup artist can be gay, but your brother can't.
Hello,
that's what it gives.
Hello, because there's so many things that you could have said about Tootsie. You could have said that he's irrelevant. You could have said that he's never seen Billboard a day in his life.
But then she could talk about herself.
Almost poked my eye out.
Clock it.
Okay, because clock it. But there's just, you should have called him a leprechaun, you know?
Yeah, you could have said something, but
for you to just be like jump to, oh, you're gay as an insult when you're probably besties with Saucy Santana. So it's like you cannot do that. Y'all be friends with gay boys and then turn around and be like, when you get into it with a straight man, be like, oh yeah, well he's gay anyways.
And then another thing I don't, and we're gonna get off this topic because we can go forever. Another thing I don't like, usually when I question people like, why do y'all women be like, every time like y'all find out someone's gay or like they mess with a trans, it's like, it's like, because that's nasty, that's dangerous, messing with a DL man can be dangerous for our health, When he cheated on you with Sasha, Camille, Becca, and Rihanna, you didn't talk about sexual health. But the second you find he had sex with a gay male or a trans, all of a sudden you are like #1 sex ed. Which shows me that y'all still feel like, I know what y'all talking about. Y'all are talking about HIV. And for some reason in 2024, y'all still feel like HIV is a gay disease. And I don't know how dumb you bitches are, but for the 1 million time, HIV is not a gay disease. It was not created by gay people. And if you want to keep it a buck, you bitches be fucking multiple niggas with no condoms. So how do y'all think this stuff is getting passed around? Because I personally know people that are HIV positive that I know a straight male that got it from a female.
Hello, wake it up. Wake it up. It happens every day, it happens all the time. So why is it that until it is a man, until it's a gay man or a trans woman,
now you want to
run to the clinic.
But he done cheated on you 20 damn times, and you never talked about a clinic. You never. That's that stigma. That's that homophobia shit I be talking about. That's why you're really upset because it all breaks down to y'all being homophobic. Which and it's like crazy because I know they're like, okay, well, whose side are y'all on? Neither, because y'all are dumb as fuck.
Hello, bitch. Because they gonna do all of that and then turn around and do what? Get right back with him.
Like that,
bitch. Because you already know.
And this is why it's 2 villains, 1 show because we're not on nobody's side, bitch. The fuck? Bitch, y'all both are dumb as fuck.
Dumb as fuck.
Okay, speaking of people being dumb as fuck, leave Beyonce the fuck alone.
Because this is giving a repeat of 2012. Let's reverse Single Ladies. Let's reverse every song and play it backwards. Like, y'all talking about Beyonce that hired Yolanda to off Selena.
Beyonce killed Tupac.
Beyonce was on the plane with Aaliyah and she was
like 15 years old. This girl was like 60, so you mean this 18-year-old was this mastermind of all these killings? Y'all are delusional as fuck.
How did Diddy getting arrested become Beyonce knowing everything? The way y'all are obsessed with tearing that woman down is insane.
Well, she has literally,
and they've been doing this from the jump.
She's probably one of the most unproblematic celebrities we've ever had. and y'all will still find reasons not to like
But then we'll jump in the comments and be like, why doesn't Beyonce talk to us anymore?
And this is my thing, black people. Y'all love doing this to Beyonce, but then y'all support people like Boosie and T.I.
Because if we gonna do anything, we gonna be the fuck for real.
This is why y'all are back.
Because if we gonna do anything, we gonna be the
y'all
fuck for real.
support people like Boosie, T.I., Kodak Black. Just Boss. Isn't Bossman D-Lo the one that dates the 18-year-old?
Yeah,
he's
exactly.
like damn near 40.
Hello.
This is the type of foolery y'all promote and y'all don't say shit about, but then y'all wanna like. It'd be backwards to me.
Because let's not forget.
It'd be backwards to me. Akbar, who has 20 kids that she don't even take care of. Like, it's just the shit that y'all be deciding.
Because let's not forget how y'all fumbled the back on R. Kelly. Because y'all sat there and watched that tape and let him get away with it and laughed at it as a joke. And there was clear-cut evidence. But when it comes to Beyonce, y'all will continue every single year to make conspiracies. Y'all have not let Beyonce rest since LaToya and LaTavia left.
No.
If we really want to wake it up, they have been bullying Beyonce Knowles ever since LaToya and LaTavia left Destiny's Child. Ever since then. And if you really want to wake it up, y'all used all the way back then, y'all used LaToya and LaTavia leaving Destiny's Child as a reason to be like, okay, now we can get the light-skinned lead singer. And ever since then, y'all haven't I mean, when Destiny's Child was 3 people, Beyonce wants to be center stage. Then Beyonce went solo. Oh, well, everybody has to thank Beyonce or we're gonna be unalive. Oh, Beyonce's a diva. Beyonce's this. And Beyonce don't even talk. And then when Beyonce would talk, you know what y'all would do? Y'all would call her a freaking country bumpkin. And then y'all wonder why she don't do shit. Y'all wonder why she don't want to be around. Y'all wonder why she don't want to come outside. Well, because you bitches don't like me. You bitches really don't like me. You bitches really do not like me. Could you imagine being Beyonce? Because we know she be on TikTok. Beyonce, we know you got a scary account, bitch. And one day you wake up and everybody's blaming you for everything that went wrong in the industry. It's like you go to bed looking at your TikTok. Ooh, Lord, I'm praying for Diddy. All right, and then she wakes up. Wait, how are you in it? How are you?
Do you think she'll break her silence? Like, do you think this is gonna be the thing to make her break her silence?
I don't know.
I think it's gonna be a type of bullshit. I don't see her responding because it's such bullshit. Just like y'all were talking about when this girl was 18, 19 years old.
Exactly. I feel like
people murdered.
I feel like there's been other things to make Beyonce really, like when the Solange and Jay-Z thing happened. She didn't give a fuck back then. And her sister and her husband were fighting in front of her. So this type of parlay bullshit, these are the Illuminati rumors all over again. And on Act 3, you know what she's gonna start her first song off with? Y'all haters are still corny with that Illuminati mess. I can see her saying that on the very first song. Because that's exactly what it's given.
Literally. Okay, so the celebrities did their ones, twos. But we're going to get into some personal topics, finally.
Yeah.
Because for the last 2 weeks, we haven't really been able to talk about ourselves because the celebrities have just been doing too much. And one thing about I want y'all to know, we never want this podcast to be like celebrity topics centered.
Right.
Well, we'll discuss it. We'll discuss the reality shows. We'll discuss the tea in the shade room. But like, bitch, we have shit going on too.
We have our own lives as well.
All topics and things that we want to speak on. So I did want to bring up something.
Okay.
I've been waiting to talk about this for a little minute. I finally realized why I'm not famous.
Oh, well, okay.
And don't take offense to this.
Okay.
I feel like I'm not famous because I'm always the main girl in the room.
You said
I feel like I'm not famous yet because the rooms that I'm in, I'm always the main girl.
Okay.
If that makes sense. Like, I feel like everyone looks at me like, have you ever heard that quote is, if you're ever in a room and you're the smartest in the room, you need to be in another room.
Exactly.
If you're ever in the room and you're the richest in the room, you need to be in another room. If you're ever, and it's like not saying that my friends or the people that are around are not on their shit or not, y'all don't have da-da-da, but what I'm saying is I feel like I'm always like the Beyonce in the room.
We do all kind of look up to you in a way.
And my job.
I mean, yeah.
My friend group. It's like I'm always like,
You have like you know how to bring the girls in. You have a very HBIC leader type of quality to you. And like you literally had to text the group chat and say, hey baby, for this month I can't be y'all life coach. Like we do all come to you. We all do look up to you.
And I feel like that's why I'm not famous. Because I'm not in those rooms with people that are bigger than me.
I see what you
mean. And it kind of it's keeping me at like a standstill because even like when I do campaigns, like I feel like the people that are part of my campaigns, these are beautiful people. The men and the women, they're very talented. They have so much potential to be amazing models, be amazing content creators. But like they all come when I'm doing the campaign with them, they're like, oh my God, thank you for this opportunity. This was amazing. I never did nothing like this. Da 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 da. This is the best photo shoot I've ever done. Like I'm their peak. But I'm not at my peak though.
Yeah, exactly.
But like when people work with me and do stuff with me, it's like they feel like they reach not their peak, but like this is their peak of what they did, and it's like, but this is not my peak though.
It's kind of you're around too much potential, but not enough power. Ooh, bitch.
Talk about it. Talk about it.
You're around too much potential.
And what's so crazy is I don't know why, but I feel like. Even when I was in Atlanta, and I was
gonna say that, like you lived in Atlanta.
I did. I was in, but those people don't like me, and I don't know what it is. But like, I never was able to connect with people that was bigger than me for real.
It's like you were never able to connect with people that could possibly point you in the direction to put you in a position. Does that make sense?
That is, and I'm not gonna lie, some of it has to do because those people want free work, and I'm just, when it comes to free, I'm not giving people with 50K followers free work. I'm not giving people that I know make money, that's wearing Gucci Louis, that stay in a high rise in Atlanta and Buckhead. I'm not doing free work for you because you're the person that needs to be paying me. If a bitch come to me and she has 1,000 followers, she's cute, I will do her photo shoot for free and we'll collect it up. But a bitch with 80K and bitch you be wearing Chanel, no you're not doing your shit for free because you're the bitch with money. And I think and I feel like in Atlanta, I'm not gonna lie, I did miss my mark. I did miss my mark because I wasn't trying to do free shit with the people who did have emotional loan. I was like, no bitch, you're gonna pay me.
You did not participate in the ass kissing and the stunts and shows that like bitches put on out there. And you know what they say about Hollywood, it is a lot of smoking mirrors. And if you're not somebody who is willing to kind of, because you saying I'm not going to do free work for somebody I know that can afford it. That's one of your morals. And sometimes in Hollywood, if you're not willing to be fake, to kiss ass, to compromise on some morals, it can be a little harder. Like it's really hard to stay in integrity when you're in Hollywood. Does that make sense?
No, for sure.
Because I mean, look at our favorite reality TV shows. I mean, some of the characters on there, they change. They become different people. Rolly is a prime example. So many people Rolly change because you can't maintain integrity in that space.
No, for sure. I do feel like that. I don't know. It's a situation that I'm working on, trying to figure it out. And another thing is, I want to become famous because of me. I don't want to become famous because of someone else. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's even like when it comes to this podcast and talking about celebrity topics. Like, I don't want our podcast to blow up because of celebrity topics. I want it to blow up because people like the shit that we're talking about. They like our opinions. They like our personalities, and we grow as individuals. Like I feel like Tasha K can't have an audience outside the shit that she talks about. If you want to be honest, Wendy Williams couldn't even have outside. She had to literally go cuckoo and lose all her money for her to be interesting outside of the shit that she talks about. You know, I want to be interesting because of me. You know what I'm saying? Like I want to be when it comes to like Ramonte, DeAndre, and Malik. Like people are
actually interested in their lives.
But when it comes to like Armin Wiggins, Funky Dineva, we're not watching Armand and Funky Dineva personal. We don't give a fuck about that person. We don't care for what y'all got going on. But we want to hear y'all talk shit because that's what y'all do. So it's like I think that's another reason too why I haven't.
And what I've noticed is like especially with you being a gay black man, if you want people to actually be interested in you outside of entertainment news, you either need to be super duper attractive on exactly on, you know what I'm saying, or you need to act like a damn monkey. Cause
one of the two. Cause you literally need to be want to get fucked, or you just need to do some very drastic shit like beat somebody up, like be known for whooping somebody ass.
Because Raymonte, Davey, and Malik, and like those 4 light skinned boys, prime example. People are interested in Davey and Malik because they want to fuck them. DeAndre is adorable, and people do want to fuck DeAndre. And then Raymonte is a coon, so he's entertaining. You know what I'm saying?
I get you.
And because you're not the mask top light skin, and
if I literally was and this is so crazy, and you know one of the reasons why I'm scared to really work out in the gym, because I know I'm gonna look like a boy. I have broad shoulders, I'm tall as fuck, I'm going to look buff as fuck, and I feel like I'm going to attract the wrong crowd. I'm like, bro, I am one of your sisters. But I know, like, if I was to do that and go full on, really put my energy into that,
right,
people will want to fuck me, and then it will skyrocket.
And then people will actually be interested in
what you're saying.
Exactly. Because what I will say, even for me, like being on social media, like I did not start going viral until I started like talking shit. And
last topic that I did want to bring up is I did want to bring up colorism, because you know how I feel about colorism, girl.
She's okay. Advocate against it.
So there was a video that kind of went viral, and basically I guess these girls were out at the bar, and it was like 2 light skinned girls, and one of their friends was a dark skinned girl. She was dark skinned, like very much like African, like beautiful skin. And I guess some girls called her ugly. And the light skinned girl was like, my bitch is beautiful. Look at her skin. She looks amazing. She's like recording her. And you could tell the dark skin.
I remember that. Yeah.
And you could tell the dark skin girl was definitely like shy. She didn't really want to be like, put on the spot. But it's like, what I've been noticing, it's so weird when it comes to colorism, because white people really prefer like a light skinned person because they don't look at them as black.
Hello, wake it up.
And black people low-key don't look at light-skinned people as black. And it's so weird because I was with and I'm not gonna call her out, but I was with my friend's daughter, and we were talking. She was like, "Oh yeah, my friend got in trouble. She had a referral. She thought it was me." And then my friend was like, "Well, is she like a black girl?" And then she's like, "No, she's mixed." No, she said she's light-skinned.
Mm-hmm. As if it was other and not black.
So light skin is black. They don't look at, and I'm watching this show called Clippers. It's based on a true story. Basically, this white rich man had one of his sugar mamas was a girl that was Mexican and black, and he was just saying like, I don't know why you want to. She took a picture with a basketball player. He's like, I don't know why you want to be around those black people. I don't know why you're posting pictures with that black man. And she's like, well, I'm black and Mexican. He was like, it doesn't even matter. You don't even look black, because she was light skinned.
Exactly.
What is that?
I don't know why.
Like, what is that?
I don't understand the other. You know why? Because when somebody is light skinned, they're considered racially ambiguous. So you never really know what they are.
You know what? And that brings up another topic. This boy at my job, we were having a conversation. I can't remember exactly what we were talking about, but we were talking about something where he was like, he said that. He was like, you gotta be racial. We were talking about something and he said you have to be racial ambiguous.
Yeah.
And I was like, what does that even mean? He was like, when you look like different.
Right, you don't really know.
And he was like, but that sucks for you. And I was like, well, why would that suck for me? He's like, because you can't do that. I'm like, but why does that suck though? Why does it?
Because there is privilege in racial ambiguity.
But why does it? But I said, so you're a colorist? He's like, no. I said, but why do you think that's a negative thing that I can't pass as
racially ambiguous?
You can because you're light skinned.
Right.
That's not a negative thing.
Like Bruno Mars.
Like I don't see. But my thing is, I don't understand. I truly don't understand why you will look, because I can't say that I'm Puerto Rican and I can't say that I'm
a fucking science experiment.
What? But why is that a negative thing?
But why is that a negative thing though?
Like I don't understand why is that looked at as, oh, you can't flow in different. It doesn't. I don't understand why that's negative though. And the fact that he said, and I had to wait, and he didn't. He's 20 years old. He didn't really realize what he was saying. But I said, you're a colorist and you don't even know it. He's like, how? And I said, because you literally just. You look at me as being a negative thing because I can't look at as multiple things and you can. Mind you, he's Haitian, but he's also a Haitian where he was born in America. His parents was born somewhere else. And they moved here. Now he's completely whitewashed and he's ignorant. Right. But it's just like, I don't know.
Because people who are racially ambiguous, they live a life where they're able to move through each crowd and still be in a place of privilege in each crowd. Because with white people, they're like, "Oh, what are you? You look exotic." And with black people, black people, what are you? You look exotic. Like, and so when you hear that in any crowd you go to, like Hispanic people, "Oh, well, are you one of us?" Like, you know what I'm saying? When you get to move through life and you're put on a pedestal just because of the way that you look, of course in his head he's gonna look at you as if, "Oh, well, you can't do what I do." Girl, fuck you.
And it's almost like, it's low-key like other races. It's like almost every race hates themselves. Like, white people love you because you're mixed and they hate themselves. Black people love you because you're mixed and they hate themselves. It's just like, why can't y'all be comfortable in the skin that y'all are in? But I understand, because you got ignorant people who look at dark-skinned people as just like, I don't know what. Dark-skinned women, let's wake that shit up, because it's really not dark. Because I want to be honest,
wake it up.
I thought in the gay community,
wake it up.
I thought in the gay community, if you're a masculine top,
wake it up,
and that's the only time it really affects men. Other than that, if you're a dark-skinned man, you're good. It's really the women, and I just feel like, I don't understand how a black man can look at a black woman and not be attracted. Because if I were straight, I would be dating dark-skinned women. I know for a fact that I would.
Right.
Because they are beautiful.
But it's because I guess it's like you said, it's just rooted in the self-hatred of it all. Because I just don't understand how, like you said, a dark-skinned man can look at a woman who is an image of him, in a way, because, we're both dark-skinned. And it's like, if you're calling her ugly, you're calling yourself ugly. Like, me calling you ugly is calling me ugly. You see what I'm saying?
Just like that rapper, I think his name was Glock 9, and he had an interview with Vlad, and then they was talking about baby. He's like, I don't want a black ass baby. And the interview was like, well, why? He was like, because why would I want? He was like, the dude was like, but you're, and he's dark. He was like, but you're black. He was like, yeah, exactly. I'm black and a black ass baby. That's not right. What? So you hate yourself. Exactly. So you feel like you're ugly because of your skin. So you don't want a baby because you feel like your baby's gonna be ugly. Y'all have to it's self-hate. For one, it's self-hate, and then for the light-skinned people that, and what I do not like is light-skinned people that act like privilege don't exist, and they're not aware of it. That shit annoys the fuck out of me. And it also annoys me that you feel like you're better than because you have mixed parents. Because
the thing about
your parents hate themselves, and that's why you're mixed.
Because when people act as if the privilege of being light-skinned does not exist, then why are bitches like Tommy Lee bleaching? If there was no privilege attached to the light skin, there would not be so many women. There would not be so many women, because men don't have to bleach their skin. Men aren't running to go get bleach creams. They get to be dark skin in peace. So clearly there's some type of privilege if everybody's killing themselves to rub the keratone on or take glutathione pills. I mean, look at the Claremont twins. They bleached. Everybody's bleaching because they know there is a privilege attached to light skin.
And also, what I really want to wake up is when you bring that up, they be like, I'm not this because, baby, the only reason you're at where you're at is because you're light skinned. Because honestly and truly, a lot of y'all light skinned bitches are very pretty, but y'all are boring. Y'all are boring of the day, and that's why y'all get these niggas. And you ever notice these men will chase these light skinned bitches, get them, and still cheat on them?
A bitch, wake it up.
Still treat them like shit because they find out y'all are actually boring as fuck. And it's probably because y'all never had to have personality because y'all always was pretty and that's just what y'all relied on. But majority of y'all are boring than a bag of motherfucking rocks. And when we wake that up, y'all be like, oh, I don't have it because, no, you have it because you're light skinned and pretty. And that's why a lot of y'all should just stay on Instagram and not do reality TV.
Let's really wake it up. Prime example, like Ice Spice, for instance. She's light skinned, she's beautiful. You can tell she's never had to do anything else besides that. But when you are somebody like Cleo Trapper, when you're somebody like me, you have to develop other things outside of just being pretty, because you weren't regarded as pretty because you were dark skinned.
Domino?
Yes.
Domino? I'm
gonna touch my Dominican roots, you guys. The Dominican edges are coming on. I'm feeling big Dominican.
But yeah, so that was another episode of Two Women's One Show podcast. We appreciate you, all you guys who are watching our podcast. We've been getting like a lot of engagement. The girls have been trying to do. Girl, you know people keep asking me to come on the show.
The girls
we are not doing that. I don't know. Like we should do guests?
We should do guests a couple of times.
You think so?
Yes, I think it'll be interesting. Because they can't handle my mouth.
Oh, girl, I fear for the person that comes on this fucking show and has the opposite opinion. It is going to be cool. Because I feel like we know how to okay, girl, next.
Right, exactly.
But I don't know.
You know, because
I'm passionate.
Right.
I'm the fuck.
If we do bring a guest, maybe it will be like an episode that's just centered on that one topic.
Yeah.
That way, everybody can get
their cues in.
Right, their frustration.
Okay. We might do guests. I don't know. A few people have asked or whatever, so maybe. I don't know.
We'll see.
We'll think about it.
Tread lightly.
Tread lightly. If you come, girl, just be ready. But yeah, thank you guys so much for tuning in for another episode of Two Is One Show. I am Torres Pompoa.
And it's your girl, Lou Sandara.
And we'll see y'all in the next episode.